The filter-free diary. Uh,
Good morning. It's 10:16 and I'm chilling in Switzerland again. It is the day after Easter. The day after 420. I think that's awesome. And I got kind of a serious thing to talk about. But I thought I would show you, you know. There you go. People just living up the mountain like the Swiss do. Just that's how they get over the mountain. Okay, so yeah, I want to talk about Jesus. Is that weird? It feels weird. Like I haven't said that word in a long time, and it's a weird word, isn't it? Like, don't the Jews even admit that if there was someone back in that time, his name was Joshua, and then his name would be Yeshua, and not Jesus? Like, where does that Jesus come from? And I'll be honest with you, I have no idea, but it does look like something. It does look like something I recognize. And the idea that, Jesus dies for our sins is really kind of a heavy thing. You don't think about it. You think, oh, I make a mistake. Oh, shit. Well, it's okay because Jesus loved me and he died for that. He died so I can make mistakes. And that is what they want you to believe, but I don't think that's what that really means. So I'm going to share with you what I think it really means, because let's look at the interaction, right? Let's say Johnny takes Tommy's toy, okay? Why does Johnny take Tommy's toy? Because Johnny really wants the toy. Is that a sin? I don't know. People will tell you it's a sin. So in that sin, who is dying? Well, that would be Tommy, right? Because it was Tommy's toy and Tommy wanted to play with it, but Johnny took it and ran away, right? So because Johnny sins, Tommy dies. And by that, of course, I mean he changes, as we've discussed before, right? Like, now Tommy has a choice. He can either, wait. He can go get his toy. He can tell an adult. He can throw a temper tantrum. He can do all kinds of things to get over the mountain. How's he going to get over the mountain, right? Because as soon as we die, we choose how we're going to rise again, right? Very Easter appropriate. So how does Tommy rise again? Well, Tommy decides, because he's a little kid, he's going to throw a temper tantrum. So he whines and cries and bitches and moans, and an adult sees it and an adult fixes the situation for him. Well, now Tommy has risen again, and he has learned that all he has to do is make a whole lot of noise and somebody will fix the problem for him. Not sure that's a really good way to rise, but that's what he learned. What did Johnny learn? Because as soon as the toy gets taken away, guess what? Johnny dies. Because Johnny wanted the toy, and now Johnny doesn't have the toy, so now he dies. So how does he rise again? Well, let's see. Johnny got the toy taken away by an adult, so throwing a temper tantrum isn't going to work for him. So he's just going to pout for a little while and then go get distracted and find something else to do. And what Johnny learns is that the world is full of shit and there's something else you can always be interested in. So Johnny learns the power of distraction, and that's how Johnny rises again. But that's what I think that actually means that Jesus dies for our sins, because not for nothing, the only thing that I can equate the word Jesus, J-E-S-U-S, to is a little French phrase I happen to know that's je suis. And you know what? It would be Except the I is missing. And maybe, just maybe, the reason the I is missing and he's not the I am, because that's what je suis means in French, the I am. Think about that for a second. But maybe the reason why the I is missing is because it's been broken over and over, over and over and over. Because if we are ourselves and the world is the collective je suis, Jesus, I am, then every time we steal from it, we call it names, we punch it, we do those things, we're breaking the world's mirror. We're breaking the world's mirror. And if the eye is broken, maybe you just can't see it anymore. And maybe, just maybe, the je suis turned into a Jesus because we broke that mirror so many fucking times, it's just shattered. So that's a new perspective on how to look at Jesus dying for our sins. Because every time we do something on purpose because we can get away with it, we are killing someone else, whether we realize it or not. And how they rise will define them, but the fact that we broke it defines us. Why je suis? Why French? Because French is awesome. How do you think the French say 80? They're just awesome. Have a good morning.